Good morning, Patrick here from Complete Health. And I got another comment yesterday from a client that they think it's absolutely mad that children or parents will bring their children to come in and see me as a chiropractor. And ironically, I think there are many people that probably think that children cannot see chiropractors or that children can't have problems because they're too young. And this is just a crazy thought. It's just a crazy thought. I think it's personally crazy that more people don't think about bringing children to see a chiropractor. Now, let me just explain a little bit why. Every single person on the planet has gone through at least one big traumatic incident in their life, and that is the birthing process. If you think about what happens during the birthing process, natural birth or C-section, 9 times out of 10, if you are having an assisted delivery, they will pull or yank on the child at some point, which can potentially pose risks to the child's neck and head and shoulders. So even from the age of 0, there is potentially one of the biggest traumatic events happening in a child's life. And is it fair to say that if someone with very little tone, e.g. no muscle control or strength, has their joints or bones or ligaments or muscles yanked, that there is a risk that that person will become injured? And so this is one of the reasons why with a lot of my clients, especially the clients that I've seen the whole way through pregnancies, that they will bring their children to come in and see me. Why? Because they've seen such big differences in their own health that when I offer to check their children, they are so pleased to bring them in and have a check over and just make sure that that birthing process didn't cause any problems with their kids. Now, ironically, people don't think that kids can have problems. However, how much time do children now start to spend on iPads and sitting in chairs and watching TV? And especially this year, where activities and abilities have been reduced, parks have not really been open, daycares haven't been operating for large parts of the last year. And so is it safe to say that children may be going through stresses that they wouldn't have gone through before? And ironically, the other thing is also true, that even if they do not have any problems yet, that prevention is much stronger than cure. So I see multiples of children in the office. Why? Because I massively believe in health and wellness as opposed to the treatment of disease. I'm much bigger on prevention than I am on the treatment of disease. How do most people come and find me? Well, they have a disease or disorder that they want sorting out. But once we have that problem resolved, we're almost always going to recommend lifestyle changes and procedures to try and stop that problem from ever coming back. Now note, this is the biggest question that people ask me is, do you adjust a child the same as an adult? Absolutely not, especially when it comes to babies. Babies, when you adjust a baby, the amount of pressure that you apply to a baby's spine is about the same type of pressure that you would feel comfortable pressing on your eyeball. That's as hard as you'll ever have to go. Why? Well, babies don't have the same tone or strength on their bones and ligaments and in their muscles that adults do. They don't have the same control. And therefore, if you adjust children the same as you do an adult, we are asking for very serious trouble. So I know people get concerned about having their kids adjusted because they've seen how adults get adjusted, and that a lot of the time they just think all that it can be is popping and cracking of joints. However, there are multiples of ways that we can actually start to help people from the age of 0 up to 99. There is really not an age limit on chiropractic. There is not an age limit on chiropractic. It can help pretty much anyone who is willing to give it a try. So I just thought I'd share this message because I've got quite a few kids starting to be booked in through the office, and when people see kids walking out of my door at the reception area, people start to question and quiz me, was that mum or was that the child that I was seeing? And often I will say, well, a lot of the time I'll say both, and sometimes I'll say the young one, and sometimes I'll say the older one. But it doesn't matter. We see people of all ages. So if ever you thought about bringing kids to see a chiropractor, you now know that we can do that. Patrick here from Complete Health, and we'll speak to you guys again very, very soon. Take care for now.